Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I can see the next speaker, Sri Niladri from NEILET Agartala has already joined us. Sir, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Okay, so we are, with your permission, we are starting our next session. So before starting, I'd like to introduce the speaker to the audience. Sri Niladri is presently holding the post of Scientist E in NEILET Agartala. He has done his BE in Computer Science and Engineering from NIT Agartala, formerly Tripura Engineering College, and MTech from CSE from VTU Karnataka. He has almost 15 years of work experience in academic field. He is presently working as I mentioned earlier, that Scientist D in NEILET Agartala. He is academic technical head of NEILET Agartala. His area of interest of research that includes cyber security, cyber forensic, etc. He has lead and handled different capacity building projects in the field of information, electronics, and communication technology. He has acted as the resource person in different national level seminars and conferences. So in the previous events also, we have got your expertise, and we are very much fortunate to have you in this workshop also. Sir, the floor is yours.
Good evening, almost 4 o'clock. Thank you, Tripura University, for giving me the opportunity. And I think after lunch, it has been a great session by previous respected resource person. So this session, I will not be going much into the technical things which Sir was explaining previously. So let us relax, sit down for 1 hour. Stop me when you are feeling bored or it is oversaturated. I promise to explain some brief concepts of cyber security, which comes on our daily way. And I hope all of you have already got your cup of tea or coffee. I have already with me. And let us have around 45-minute session, just discussion over cup of tea and coffee, and stop me whenever you want to have more information. So I don't have much technical things on my slide. I have just general ideas about how to keep ourselves secured. So thanks to Department of Information Technology, Tripura University, for giving me this opportunity. So let me present my PPT, and based on the PPT, I'll be just talking around few concepts. Those who are connected through mobile tab, you have the liberty. You just listen. No need to look into the screen also, because I'll not be explaining much on the board. I'll just be going through some basic security concepts and measures that we should be taking on our way to this internet world. So the best thing of internet, as you know, is we are all connected. And the worst thing is again the same, because we are all connected. So if one of us get infected or one node gets infected, then the whole system gets infected. I'm giving or discussing rather such kind of presentations or forums for quite some time, and I have one example which I'm using for almost 5-6 years, and I don't have a better example to make you understand. See, this is a picture which is taken on 2001, July 19 at morning 1:05. A code red worm which infected the world atlas, and the red spots that can be on your screen. You can see this was almost like 5 to 10% of the world was infected. So 2001 and 2022, those who are along with us today in the session, you can understand and feel that 2001, the connections among all of us, even each one of us were not having access to computers maybe. So in today's date, on my table in and around on left side, right side, I can find 3-4 devices which are connected to internet. And in my cabin I have two Wi-Fi's being connected for two different connections. So you can imagine 20 years back the connections were not so good, and we were not so much into this internet world and technology. So that day, early morning 1 o'clock, the world was hit by a code red worm which infected 10%, and exactly after 19 hours you can see it is almost engulfed the 80% or 90% or 70% of the whole atlas. Now if this can happen way back 2 decades, you can understand, friends, in today's date, if we keep any loose button, then the whole world atlas will get infected within 19 seconds, if not 19 minutes. So this is what I wanted to say. So here I'm trying to threaten all of you. Don't use internet, but it is not like the same. Please use internet, please use the devices, because otherwise we computer engineers and electronics engineers will not have anything to have our bread and butter. We have to sit idle at home because you will not be using internet and you will not be using our devices. So I'm not trying to threaten, I'm just trying to give an understanding about internet is a big thing. We are all connected, but there are so much of threats. So now the concept is, as we all are educated, we should be slowly and slowly upgrading our awareness also on cyber security. And every time Tripura University is trying to have one session on cyber security, particularly on behalf of NEILET, I am very much thankful that these topics are being included. Why we need, as I have been talking about last 2-3 minutes, new risks are emerging every day. Every entity is connected to the internet. Cybercrime is becoming a big business in today's date, and largely the organizations and government sectors are also getting affected for the same. Monetary and reputational risks are too high at this moment, and recent surveys have revealed that over 43% of business houses are being affected by cyber attack, and big business houses, and 38% of small businesses are also getting affected. Now if I talk about businesses, if they can infect the business houses, you can understand we normal users, maybe every day we are being attacked, and it is unknown, somewhere remains unknown to us. I think I am audible and visible in a proper way.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And I hope those who were feeling sleepy because of my voice, maybe they have woken up. So that's a good thing. I can understand at 4 o'clock on a winter evening, after having maybe a good lunch, all of us will feel a little bit of drowsiness, but still try to just listen to. You can sleep, you can walk, but you can be on roads, but you just connect your headphone. From next slide onwards, I don't have much to show. You can only listen to me. So there are different criminals on the way. They are called as activists, cyber terrorists, organized criminal gangs, national states, even and insiders. So there are different categories of attackers. So if you want to put them on a graph, on a map, on a chart, then this is the level of risk. Script kiddies, less level of risk, and state actors or organized criminal gangs or cyber terrorists, they pose highest level of risks. So these are different kinds of attackers that are available, and we try to define them. And to address them, actually, if you're talking about a management point of view, you have to do 5 different things as far as NIST standard is considered. You have to identify where threats are or where attacks can happen. You have to protect your system, your total structure. I'm talking about not only hardware systems, everything. If it has already happened, you have to detect where you have gone wrong, that you have been prey to attack, and immediately you should have a system to respond back. And whatever the damage has happened, you have to recover from that. So you should have a recovery plan also for that. So for every step, if you are talking about an organization, you need some plans for the same. I have few slides for organizations, how to protect as far as organization is concept, but maximum of my slides will be on personal upfront, how to keep yourself safe. So coming down to those slides where I hope you will find it interesting. Let us think about, I don't have a computer or a desktop, and the first thing is I'll be going to the market to buy a system for me. So what we do normally is we try to concentrate on the hardware configuration and we try to forget about the software system of the same. And in the process, to save some money, maybe some thousand or 2,000 bucks or 3,000 bucks, we try to compromise on the operating system. And we try to take out a hardware without an original operating system. And there is the first mistake that we are going to do. Because once you are buying a hardware and you are not buying an original operating system embedded into the same, what happens is this operating system, it remains a vulnerable point once you are connected to the internet. Because the first thing you do is once you get a system in today's date, you check that whether internet is coming or not, and you start your activity. So the first suggestion will be, once you buy a computer device, you immediately also buy an original operating system. Keep it updated regularly. Sometimes we particularly this operating system updates in Windows systems. We have seen that people keep it switch off and they think that okay ठीक है कभी कभी हफ्ते में कर लूंगा मैं, लेकिन बाद में भूल जाते उसको अपडेट करना. So you should regularly set a time when you want your OS to be updated. And definitely nowadays the operating systems are coming with antivirus bundles. But if you feel that your system is very very crucial in nature for your organization, for yourself, then you should also install an antivirus software also, and definitely update the antivirus system on regular basis. Because in today's date, data should not be an issue. It will only be an issue like when should I update. If I update middle of my work, it will again slow it down for 10-15 minutes. So these kind of issues are there. So you have to logically find out systematically a way for the same. Use strong passwords. Again, strong passwords. It is written there should be characters, there should be uppercase, lowercase, special characters, and numbers. So what do you do? My name is Niladri, so I write Niladri at the rate of 1234 and I keep N as capital. And once being asked, you say that, see, yes sir, I kept characters, I kept uppercase N, and I have used a special character at the rate, and I have used numbers. But try to understand, as Niladri is my name and 123 is a very easily predictable password, so it can be broken within some moments. So you should use some strong passwords and jumble them around, and they should not be any way related to your personal world. Because first of all, if I have to attack you, I will try to get your personal information, and also like throwing away your personal information here and there, it is not recommended. You go to a mall and they ask you to fill up your name, your date of birth, and blah blah, your phone number, your anniversary date, so many things, and you try to fill them up. So here what you do is actually you by mistake you are throwing away your important information to them, and slowly you throw away all your important information to everybody. So one thing recently I have seen, not recently, for quite some time, and I have even objected also at Agartala and other places. If you go to mall, if you go to a store, they ask the phone number. So you will immediately give the phone number. Try to understand the person standing by your side, he is getting your phone number. So this is very important, because your phone number is again connected to bank. Your phone number is connected to so many things. So your SIM card can be cloned if your phone number is known to me. So many issues are there. So you try giving as less as possible personal information, and try object those shops that no, I'm not going to give my phone number. You better have a bill using my name. Then they will say, no, without phone number, my system will not accept it. It is your problem. If you want to sell, so because I have seen in malls at Agartala, once every time I'm objecting, people stare at me as if like I'm an alien and I'm not giving my phone number. And the second thought that comes in their mind is, oh, Bangladeshi hoga, isliye phone number nahi de raha hai. So these are the different kinds of things I could sense. But strongly, all of us, if we start objecting, no, phone numbers are not supposed to be, even if I have to give phone number, there should be a system where I can silently give it to you. So these kind of things are there. So be very sure once you are sharing your personal information, because personal information can at the end take away all your credentials from every system. Secondly is enable firewall protection. That is there in the, you can go through YouTube and you can see for your version operating system where firewall protection concept is there, and make it to high. Install and use spyware removal tools. What is spyware? Suppose you have visited any website. Now immediately you say that if you frequently visit some websites where electronic gadgets are there, then advertisements on electronic gadgets come on your way more. How it has happened? Actually, there are two types of people in the web. One is they try to harm you, and one is they try to have statistics and business analytics, and finally they try to sell some products to you. So you should have your spyware tools also installed for the browser. If you use spyware tools, then your activities over the internet will, it will be tough to, I'll not say it will not be, but it will be tough to monitor your activities. Back up your important files. Okay, fine. As it is an online platform, I don't have much liberty to ask questions maybe, and maybe the answers, it will take some time. Let me ask some questions and let me put some answers for the same. Now, if I ask how you back up your important files, you will say, sir, I'm keeping in pen drive. So second thing I'll ask, do you have faith on the pen drive? Are you sure that the pen drive will be working for next 5 years and 10 years without giving any trouble? You will say, ठीक है sir, मैं hard disk में रखूंगा. तो hard disk भी same electronic device है. अगर वो भी मैं मना कर दो तो third thing that comes on our mind is, sir मैं drive में रखूंगा. कौन सा drive? मैं Google Drive में रखूंगा. तो मेरा third question रहेगा, Google Drive में जो आप लोग save कर रहे हो, whether it is safe, because that is also a third party. So you should know which files are of what level of importance in your life, in your profession. Accordingly, you should take up a backup. The backup should again be in a safe and secured manner. Yes, cloud is the buzzword and cloud में रखना ही सब लोग पसंद करते हैं. लेकिन कौन सा type का cloud? Keeping in Google Drive, I'm not blaming or I'm not questioning or objecting the credentiality or the power of any of the backup systems like SkyDrive, iCloud or Google Drive. But my one question is, once you are saving, you try to understand how important it is. If you are working for intelligence of the country, will you have the liberty to keep your important files on any of the private clouds? Answer yourself. Your answer will be no. So there should always be some think tank behind the same. Okay. So like what we are doing, all our official documents we are keeping in a big server in our institute, but the server may crash tomorrow morning. So we are trying to think about buying some space or creating some cloud environment. Okay, government of India is thinking, NIC is thinking. If NIC comes on a way, then NIC will give me. Now, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to keep my important files in my NIC, matlab gov.in ID, because I know the server or the backup system of at least NIC.in is much more safe as far as the country's concerned. Third, eighth thing is that you should enable your screensaver passwords, because you should not keep your systems open. So I have invested almost 8 to 10 minutes on the first slide, and because so many important things were there, so the next slides I'll be going a little bit faster. So I believe you have understood all these things. First, buying a computer till keeping your screensaver password giving to the screensaver. So all these things, it is recommended that you follow. Next thing is, there are virus, trojans and spywares in the market, and definitely there are some anti-softwares also for the same. Try to use them as much as possible. For children also, there are different kind of risk: cyberbullying, file sharing, abuses, disturbing content, predator. So once disturbing content is coming, I have one thing to mention. We all are into social media. Everybody in this forum in today's date, I have 100% confidence we are in some or the other. If not, we have Twitter account, at least we have a Facebook account. If not, we have a Instagram, we are at least in Facebook or WhatsApp. Now, my understanding is, in this Facebook world, there are different varieties and categories of people. Try to understand, my 70 years old parents are also there in Facebook. I am at 40 years, I am also there in Facebook. And my kid who is 10 to 12 years, my iPad is even accessible to her. Now, if you as a friend, you are sharing a very disturbing content, suppose on the way to your office, I'll pray to God it never happens to anybody. On way to your office, you have come across a very bad, disturbing accident happening on your way. And what do you do to gain mileage? You immediately, you have, all of you have double, triple cameras in your pocket. So you try to clip them and try to upload them in the social media. Now try to understand, should we give or not? Because there are so many of your friends ranging from every generation. So a heart patient or a child, they may be the, they may get badly mentally affected due to this. So you should understand what kind of contents you are uploading. As I'm talking about social media, I have in the next slides, but still let me make it clear here. My suggestion, here I have seen so many of our friends here in this forum. They are assistant professors and students, so many different varieties. So please don't mind, I'm calling all of you friends. Friends, dear friends, try to understand your Facebook and Instagram or Twitter. Once you upload something, once you like something, once you dislike something, once you comment, it is not confined within your drawing room or your bedroom. It is going throughout the world. So try to understand what kind of comments, what kind of likes we should do, what kind of uploads we should do. It attracts 2-3 different directions. One is your personal upfront, how you are, what is your character, everything gets reflected there. What is your ideas about life, what is your ideas about society, what are your ideas about politics or religion, everything gets fleshed down. So you should understand up to what extent you should expose yourself. It is left to you. If you are a big supporter of a religious community, yes, go ahead. But in that case, you know up to what you are taking to the things. Now, if you are if you are just about to get a job, my suggestion will be, or you are planning to apply for a job, my suggestion will be, keep yourself refrain from such kind of activities, because you never know, you come across or you sit in an interview board where a like or a share or a comment somewhere will make the other person on the side of the table annoyed about you, and that may attract, even if you are qualified, that may attract your disqualification for the job interview in a different way. So this is what I try to say. Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever social media you do, you remain a little bit of careful enough what you are trying to do. Secondly, I told 3 minutes back that my tab is accessible to my daughter. I have seen so many things happening. People are giving their WhatsApp, people are giving their Facebook open to their children. Now, in this case, what is happening? This children is going live. So that is sometimes very, uncomfortable for the parents that something has been shared. So try to understand all these things. Identity theft, phishing, hoax and spam mails. Identity theft, your personal informations are getting stolen and they are being used somewhere else. So phishing mails are coming, so many unwanted mails are coming. So they are wasting your time. If you look into 10 to 15 such kind of mails a day, that means 5 to 10 of your precious time of life every day you are losing in the same. So once you find that there are some mails coming from unwanted locations, then immediately try to unsubscribe from them. So this was about like different kinds of softwares that you should be installing. Now coming down to internet access. Once you want to get connected to an internet access, you should have a broadband device at home. So you try to change the default password, enable firewall, and once you are not using, you are coming to your job or your colleges or your universities, institutes, then turn off the modem if you're not using it. And also you can use a broadband internet bandwidth usage monitoring tool. Though nowadays, if you are having Geo or some other connections, you always have that tool installed with the system. You can check it. So these kind of things you should look into. If you are trying to enable remote administration, don't enable unless and until you are quite sure whom you are giving access to. Do not enable auto connect to open your Wi-Fi. Never connect to unknown or untrusted Wi-Fi networks. Nowadays, we need internet bandwidth. So wherever you go, some kind of malls, airports, railway stations, we have the liberty to get connected to free Wi-Fi. So my suggestion is, before you are connecting to these kind of free Wi-Fi's, because these are public networks, be a little bit cautious enough what kind of transactions you are trying to do. Financial transaction, mostly you should be avoiding. Giving passwords, you should be avoiding yourself. And as I was talking about, once you are in internet or social media or some kind of this kind of things, you should always follow some internet ethics as you are following in your day-to-day life. I can understand here some seniors may also be there, so I'm not trying to guide anybody. I'm trying to just give some suggestion as a friend. You try to follow some internet ethics also the same way while you do it in social circles. Check the copyright issues before you update any content. Always use HTTPS for online transactions. There is an S symbol, that means it is secured. And if you want to do some big transactions, then go to the website, check for a lock symbol, click the lock symbol. There the certificate of that page will come. Because you see, online SBI. So the online SBI web page I can also design in 2 days, and I can also put it in the page. And once you see it, you will think that ye to online SBI ka page hai. Let me put my username and password. So you will be actually redirected to a different page. So you check the certificate of the website before you do some big transactions. SSL certificates you should check. You always use original websites for downloading the files. Don't do them from third-party websites. Once you are downloading something, always keep the option scan and download. Okay. And you also install and properly configure a software firewall. Emails we are using a lot, so emails can be of different types. You don't fall prey to these spam or lottery mails and job offers, online predators, cyberbullying. I can understand of our friends over here, they are much knowledgeable about it. So one more thing is, once you are downloading any content of email, you check the content, see the extension, whether it is exe. If it is exe, then these are executable files. Nowadays executable files have come in different formats also. So always scan and download. So if you are getting some job offers, you try to understand that if I am giving you a job offer from NEILET, then I should be using @neilet.gov.in, because it has happened 5-6 months back. There was a huge scam. 10-15 people came in that we have offered them job. They have got some offer letter and all these things. So this was all scam. So you should understand whom you are dealing with. So similarly, you should understand from where this mail has come, the extension. If it has come from @ what extension? If it is from Godrej, it should be somewhere related to Godrej official email ID. If it has come from Gmail or Yahoo, somebody pretending to be an employee of Godrej, that may not happen. As I was talking about spam mails, so you should look into this kind of spam mails, because two things I can understand in today's date, people don't indulge themselves into the offers being given by lottery and all these things, but these are wasting some time also. So once you get some spam mails or unwanted mails from some email ID, immediately you put it in spam or unsubscribe them. Sometimes you don't get it from unwanted people. Suppose you have been to Westside or Reliance, so there you have some registration. So every time they go on sending you some mail and you don't remain interested. So what you do is you unsubscribe them. Once you unsubscribe, you have to give some reason. After that, mails will not come from them. Okay. Never click on the links received from unknown users. You always cross-check the target of the link. Don't download attachments through mails. Scan them before using. Look for extension. Never meet online friend without proper information. So I think we are all adults here. I need not to explain much about it. Never meet any online friend without any proper information. person. Coming down, next we have connected to internet. Now we are coming down to the browser. So we have the browser through which we are connected to the internet. Now what kind of browsers we are using, you should look into. There are some क्या बोलते हैं उसको, private browsing. So you should go to that mode as much as possible and do so if you are using a new system or in an unknown system. So you go to a private mode and there you do your surfing and come back. So that will not be able to keep much of your browsing histories. For web browsers also, there are latest upgrades which are coming on the way. So you should always update your web browser and use the latest version of the web browser that you are using. Content filtering software you can use. Safe search should be on if young or students or children they are exposed to this. Email security, strong password I have already told, and the thumb rule is every 3 months you have to change the password. Now, how you will ask how to change password every 3 months, how to remember. I have so many accounts in my life. I have my social media, I have some personal email IDs, I have official email IDs, I have mutual fund IDs, I have online bank IDs, I have Amazon, Zomato, so many IDs. How to remember? See, everything is possible because of this technology. You are doing shopping sitting at home, you are booking flight tickets, you are doing banking, you are studying, everything is going online. So for that, you need to keep your password ready. Now, what do? Okay, every 3 months, I write it down on this one, diary, लाल डायरी. वो डॉन मूवी में था ना लाल डायरी. तो एक दिन चोर आएगा, लाल डायरी लेके जाएगा, आपका पूरा कहानी. So what you do is, you try to change the password, and one more instruction or suggestion from my side is, don't keep single password for all different things. For financial transactions particularly, password should be different, and for email IDs password should be different, and for suppose ये सब जियो कनेक्शन, जोमेटो, व्हाट्सएप, क्या क्या ये सब बाकी सब चीज जो है उसमें आप एक टाइप का पासवर्ड रख सकते हो. तो पासवर्ड फिर भी आपका 10 से 15 डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ पासवर्ड हो जाएगा, या एटलीस्ट 4-5 डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ पासवर्ड हो जाएगा. याद कैसे रखना है? तो ये तो आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा. इफ यू हैव टू कीप इट इन द ब्रेन. Or a final suggestion will be, I don't know even how much this is also secure. There are some apps where you can save your password, और उस ऐप को लॉक करने के लिए एक पासवर्ड. तो एक पासवर्ड रिमेंबर कीजिए, वो सब क्लाउड में रहता है. अभी ये भी सोचना पड़ेगा, ये भी एक प्राइवेट पार्टी के पास है. So whether to use or not. So this is again left for this. So I am not sure to give you a perfect solution how to save my password, but there are some basic understandings that I've tried to give you. Backup, yes, you should take your backup periodically. Recovery disk of your system, startup programs. So what is happening once you are into the net, you are downloading something, installing something, back end में कुछ और software, कुछ और executable files इंस्टॉल हो जाते हैं, और वो क्या करते हैं, स्टार्टअप के टाइम पे खुद जैसे स्टार्टअप के टाइम पे कुछ मशीन्स रन होना है, उसके साथ वो मशीन्स भी रन हो जाते हैं. Machines, I mean to say that some softwares or some programs. So you should always check your startup programs. What are the different kinds of programs that are automatically getting started once I'm switching off my system. वहां पे आप कभी कभी देखोगे कि यार मैंने तो कभी उसको स्टार्टअप प्रोग्राम में रखा ही नहीं, वो कैसे आ गया उसमें. That means there were some intrusions into your system. So immediately you delete them from your startup program. Yes, data security, enable auto update of your operating system, antivirus download कीजिए, anti spyware. जितने भी आपके वैल्यूएबल इंफॉर्मेशन है उसको आप एनक्रिप्ट फॉर्मेट में पासवर्ड डाल के रखिए. ओके, कभी भी कोई भी यूएसबी ड्राइव यूज करने से पहले लो फॉर्मेट कीजिए. Always delete the drive safely to clear securely to clear the contents. Scan USB disk before using. Protect your USB device definitely with a password. Encrypt the files, as I told. Use USB security products to access or copy data in your USB. Debit card और credit card. जब भी आप स्वैप करोगे कहीं पे आपके सामने स्वैप करने के लिए बोलो. ठीक है, एक मतलब टैप करने से वो इंफ्रारेड के हिसाब से वो आपका डेटा लोड हो जाता है। तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा उसको मत करो, क्योंकि आपके पॉकेट में रह जाएगा, आपके वॉलेट में रह जाएगा कार्ड, और आपके पॉकेट के आसपास से निकल जाएगा कोई स्कैनर, तो स्कैन करके आपका डेटा, मतलब कार्ड नंबर दिस दैट, वो आपके पास आ जाएगा। उसके बाद अगर आपका उसको आपका पिन नंबर पता है तो पैसा भी लेके चला जाएगा। ठीक है, सो दिस यू शुड डू। नेवर साइन ऑन अ ब्लैंक क्रेडिट कार्ड, आजकल ये जरूरत नहीं पड़ता है। डोंट गिव योर पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन। अच्छा, when you are doing some financial transactions, try to use as much as possible virtual keyboard. तो virtual keyboard use करने से क्या होता है, once you are using a physical keyboard, there are two things, two risk factors. Suppose I do respect all your friends around and colleagues in your office, but try to understand, suppose कहां पे डाल रहे हो, एक महीने नहीं 15 दिन अगर देखेगा तो आपका पासवर्ड उसको समझ में आ जाएगा। फर्स्ट डे ही विल टारगेट द फर्स्ट की, सेकंड डे ही विल टारगेट द सेकंड की कहां पे दबा रहा है, 2-3 दिन वो देखने से आपका पासवर्ड ले लेगा। सो जो फिजिकल पासवर्ड है, वो फिजिकल कीबोर्ड है, वो यूज करने से ये एक प्रॉब्लम है। दूसरा प्रॉब्लम है फिजिकली जब आप
Participants, please be with us. Due to technical error,
hello,
yes, sir.
I was disconnected. How long?
So for 2-3 seconds, sir. You can start again.
Okay, fine. I just okay, something was blinking down, so I got disconnected there. Okay, ठीक. Now my slide is visible and I am audible, I believe.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what virtual keyboard will help you is, virtual keyboard जो है वो चेंज होता रहता है, वो हमारा QWERTY कीपैड नहीं है। तो उसमें एक चीज तो है, जो बंदा आपको देख रहा है लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से राइट हैंड साइड, वो ट्रैक नहीं कर पाएगा कि कहाँ पे माउस घुमा रहे हो, एक चीज। दूसरा चीज है, जो फिजिकल स्ट्रोक्स होते हैं, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्ट्रोक्स, वो रिकॉर्ड नहीं होगा। तो वर्चुअल कीबोर्ड शुड बी यूज particularly once you are using somebody else system. Now I am not saying that आप आपका दोस्त का सिस्टम यूज करते हो तो आपके दोस्त के ऊपर मैं शक पैदा नहीं करना चाहता हूं, but I want to say that you never know that your friend's system is already under scrutiny or under attack by some server from outside. How vulnerable or how lose his system or her system is, you don't know. Maybe आपका सिस्टम तो आपने एकदम चकाचक रखा है, एंटीवायरस अपलोड किया कर दिया, ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम अच्छे तरह से रखा, वेब ब्राउजर पैचेस को रेगुलरली अपडेट करते हो, फायरवॉल है, एंटी स्पाईवेयर है, आपका सिस्टम तो एकदम चकाचक है। लेकिन you don't know whether your friends relative systems they have kept as good as you have kept or not. So आप अगर वहां पे एक फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन करते हो, वो अगर पासवर्ड और लीक हो जाए, कुछ हो जाए, तो देन तो वहां पे अगर जाते हो तो प्राइवेट मोड यूज करो वेब ब्राउजर में, वर्चुअल कीबोर्ड यूज करो. These will help you to save. And always do your shopping from trusted merchants. Okay? Okay. Mobile phone के बारे में कुछ बोलना है apart from this slide. First thing is, okay, record your IMEI number, device locking enable करके रखिए, use a pin to lock SIM card, definitely use some password. Okay. Report your loss or stolen device, use the features of mobile tracking, back up your data regularly. Okay, fine. The last one is reset to factory settings when you want to permanently give it to another person. Now, in few of the things, I will add on some extra concepts. Okay, first thing is, once we are using our mobiles, पहले क्या आया था? पहले आया था पासवर्ड दबाओ, वो कॉन्सेप्ट चला गया. उसके बाद पैटर्न लॉक में भी प्रॉब्लम शुरू हो गया. क्यों? जो आपका स्क्रीन है उसके ऊपर कुछ डस्ट रहते हैं, तो वो डस्ट के ऊपर जब आप पैटर्न देते हो तो पैटर्न का एक छाप छूट जाता है, और साइड में से अगर रिफ्लेक्शन में आपका पैटर्न लोगों को समझ में आ जाता है. तो द पैटर्न सिस्टम हैज आल्सो गॉन. नाउ व्हाट हैज कम? fingerprint. Now fingerprint is the safest. Now try to understand, if you are sleeping, I can go to your room, I can put your finger on the fingerprint scanner, I can open your system. So these are the things which are happening. Now last में आया क्या, फेस आईडी. फेस आईडी में भी लोग अभी क्लोनिंग करना शुरू कर दिया. अच्छा, आया आइरिस, आइरिस में भी क्लोनिंग करना शुरू कर दिया. तो सिक्योर्ड तो नहीं है, फिर भी as much as possible you try to use this face recognition and iris recognition and all these kind of things which are available in the system. Second thing is, try avoiding two things. One is physical SIM and one is external memory card. Because if you lose your mobile, suppose you have your mobile has fallen from your pocket while coming to office. Now if someone gets it, what he can do or she can do, आप बोलेंगे कि मेरा पर्सनल डेटा कुछ यूज नहीं कर पाएगा क्योंकि मैंने पासवर्ड देख के रखा था. आपका पासवर्ड कॉन्सेप्ट जो है बहुत स्ट्रांग, फेस आईडी, ओके, आई एग्री. वो क्या करेगा, वो किसी के पास वो बेच देगा. दुकान वाला क्या करेगा, कुछ कीज है, कीज को यूज करके उसको वो मोबाइल रीसेट कर देगा, फैक्ट्री रीसेट कर देगा, और फैक्ट्री रीसेट करने के बाद वो अपना नया तरीके से मोबाइल को यूज करना शुरू कर देगा. लेकिन उस फैक्ट्री रीसेट में अगर आपका एक्सटर्नल मेमोरी कार्ड लगा हुआ है, उसका जो डेटा है वो वाइप आउट नहीं होता है. तो द फर्स्ट थिंग इज, डोंट यूज एक्सटर्नल मेमोरी कार्ड इन द मोबाइल्स. नाउअडेज आप सबका मोबाइल मिनिमम 32 GB, 64 GB, 128 GB आ रहा है. इतना तक ही रखिए, उसको जरूरत पड़ेगा तो कॉपी कीजिए अपने सिस्टम पे और दोबारा यूज कीजिए. नेवर यूज एक्सटर्नल मेमोरी कार्ड, बिकॉज इफ at by any chance you lose your mobile, then everything can be factory reset including your internal memory, but आपका external memory reset नहीं होगा और everything that person will get. First point. Second thing, मैंने जो बोला है कि internal memory भी wipe out होगा. आप अगर फोरेंसिक फील्ड में आएंगे, अगर आपका फैक्ट्री रीसेट वाला फोन मेरे पास लेके आ गए, मैं उससे आपका पुराना डेटा सब कुछ कच्चा चिट्टा निकाल के दे सकता हूं. क्योंकि हमारे कंप्यूटर साइंस वर्ल्ड में डिलीट बोल के कोई वर्ड नहीं है डिक्शनरी में. हमारा है कि ओवरराइट. जब तक डेटा ओवरराइट नहीं होता है तब तक डेटा रह जाता है. आपको लगेगा कि आपने डिलीट कर दिया एक बटन में. आप एक फोटो उठाया, अभी फोटो को डिलीट कर दिया, डिलीट होने के बाद वो ट्रैश फोल्डर में गया, ट्रैश फोल्डर से डिलीट कर दिया, आप सेटिस्फाइड, माय फोटो इज परमानेंटली डिलीटेड. नो, प्लीज ऑल ऑफ यू ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. आपने यहां से डिलीट कर दिया, ओरिजिनली इंटरनली आप मेरे पास ले आए मेरे लैब पे, मेरे पास 20-25 लाख का सॉफ्टवेयर है, 17 लाख का एक सर्वर है, मतलब एक सिस्टम है, उसको लगा के मैं इमीडिएटली उसको रिकवर कर दूंगा. अनलेस एंड अनटिल इट इज ओवररिटन. ओवरराइट कब होता है? सपोज आपके पास 1 GB डेटा है और उसके ऊपर आपने डिलीट करके फिर से 1 GB डेटा डाला, तब जाके 99% ओवरराइट होता है. फिर भी कुछ स्पेसेस होता है, स्लैक स्पेस एंड अदर स्पेसेस, जहां पे डेटा रह जाता है. तो आगे से कोई भी यहाँ पे अगर मोबाइल एक्सचेंज करके नया मोबाइल लेने चाहते हो आप लोग, तो ध्यान पे रखो, वो मोबाइल अगर नेलिट अगरतला के लैब में किसी तरह आ गया तो उसको हम लोग रिट्रीव कर देंगे आपका पुराना डेटा. सो बी वेरी केयरफुल. मेरा सजेशन रहेगा, जब मोबाइल खरीद रहे हो आप लोग, ऐसे सोच कर खरीदो कि एटलीस्ट 3 से 4 साल यूज करूंगा या 5 साल यूज करूंगा, उसके बाद उसको एक्सचेंज नहीं करेंगे, रख दो घर में. क्योंकि इसके इंटरनल बहुत कुछ डेटा है, बहुत कुछ रिकॉर्ड्स है जो किसी भी साइबर फोरेंसिक एनालाइजर में. ओके, I think it is 45 minutes. I planned 2 more minutes left out, so I'll talk only for 3-4 minutes, and then Mr. Binoy is waiting with a small presentation of 10-15 minutes from NEILET. He will show you, if at all the audience is interested, or I can continue for some other discussions. कुछ topics हो गए उनके, if they want to ask me, आप जैसे कहे. So let me finish it within 2 minutes, then I'll come down to question answer session. So आप लोग जितना भी फैक्ट्री रिसेट कर लो, ये करना नहीं चाहिए. तीसरा मैंने बोला था, फिजिकल सिम कार्ड यूज मत करो, क्योंकि फिजिकल सिम कार्ड आपका, आप सो गए, मैं आपका सिम कार्ड खोल के दूसरे सिस्टम पे डाल के उसको यूज कर सकता हूं. आप बोलेंगे मैं तो पिन नंबर डाल के रखा. सपोज आपका सिम कार्ड का पिन नंबर भी मुझे पता है, तो then I can open it in a new device. I can take the आपका आपका यूजर नेम जो ऑनलाइन ट्रांजेक्शन का यूजर नेम पासवर्ड डालूंगा, डाल के पिन पिन यहाँ पे आएगा, पिन आने के बाद मैं वन टाइम ओटीपी जो है ओटीपी में शेयर करके फिर आपका सिम कार्ड आपके मोबाइल पे डाल दूंगा। तो आप लोग अगर ई सिम यूज करेंगे तो वहां पे भी यू कैन कीप योर सेल्फ रिस्ट्रिक्टेड। ओके, ब्लूटूथ तो आजकल बहुत कम यूज होते हैं, फिर भी यू, हाँ ब्लूटूथ यूज होते हैं, गाना वाना के लिए यूज होता है, तो यू बी श्योर कि ब्लूटूथ ऑलवेज हिडन मोड में रहे, किसी भी डिवाइस के साथ आप कनेक्ट मत करो, बिकॉज इफ यू आर कनेक्टेड टू द डिवाइस में अफेक्ट यू। ठीक है, Wi-Fi, I have already told, trusted network, always use public networks. Beware yourself from using public networks. I'm not blaming every public network, but you should know that there can be some risks associated. So I was having some plan to discuss about organizations, cybersecurity for organization, but as it is almost the fag end of the day, so I don't want to, because there are another 10 slides, so I don't want to go there. I would like to thank Tripura University again, and now off, if any questions are there, then we can address, or otherwise Binoy can come up with 10-15 minutes presentation.
Sir, students have questions. They should ask now, or it is to be asked after Binoy sir?
Sir, they can ask now, because instead of going to Vinay's session at this moment, अभी उन लोगों ने सुना है, अगर पर्सनल फ्रंट में, क्योंकि ये डिवाइसेस यूज करने के लिए कुछ अगर उनको कुछ पूछना है तो वी कैन डिस्कस, इवन विनय कैन आल्सो आंसर इफ आई एम अनेबल टू.
Audience, please start with your queries. We can see there are few questions. So, audience, please.
Sir, what is Sir?
Pardon?
Pallavi, please again.
नमस्ते सर.
So what is Octave?
सर नमस्ते सर.
Yes, please.
सर अभी हाल में
What is Octave?
एम्स की वेबसाइट हैक हो गई सर, और बहुत नेता लोग के ट्विटर हैंडल हैक हो जाते हैं. इतनी सिक्योरिटी देने के बाद भी हैक हो जाते हैं सर. तो हम लोग तो नॉर्मल है, हम लोग का तो मोबाइल उसके हिसाब से कुछ भी नहीं है सर. तो ऐसी
Yes.
कोई इस समय कोई टेक्नोलॉजी है जो इस तरह के बचाव कर सकती हो, जो सुपर टेक्नोलॉजी रेडीमेड आइटम है, हम अपने मोबाइल में यूज किए और उससे हम इन सब चीजों से बच गए, क्योंकि एम्स की वेबसाइट या बड़े बड़े
No sir, there is no such solution. Everything is like I was trying to tell you, for organization point of view, every system has got vulnerabilities, and vulnerabilities are changing day by day. आज मैंने कोई vulnerability को एड्रेस किया, कोई थ्रेट को मैंने एड्रेस किया, कल सुबह देखा जाता है नया कुछ थ्रेट आ जाता है. तो दिस इज ए नेवर एंडिंग प्रोसेस सर. आप कभी भी नहीं बोल सकते हो कि आप 100% सेफ एंड सिक्योर्ड हो इन एनी टेक्नोलॉजी. ओके, तो इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि हम यूज नहीं करेंगे, हमको यूज करना है. सपोज आप बैंक में अभी ऐसे यूज नहीं करना चाहते हो, ठीक है, आप बैंक में जाना चाहते हो, तो बैंक में जाने के टाइम पे भी तो कोई कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, आपके हाथ से पासबुक खो सकता है, आप वहां पे जाने के बाद आपका सिग्नेचर चोरी हो सकता है. तो एवरी सिस्टम हैज गॉट सम वल्नरेबिलिटीज. बट ये जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, बड़ा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होगा या मिड लेवल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एवरीबडी हैज गॉट डिफरेंट प्रिंसिपल्स, प्रोसीजर्स. उसी तरह वो लोग छोटे से बड़ा लेवल तक, ये जो मैंने बताया ये सिर्फ पर्सनल अपफ्रंट में बताया, मेरा जो पीपीटी था, तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के पॉइंट में भी बहुत सारे इश्यूज जो है उसको एड्रेस करते हैं और रेगुलर बेसिस पे. लेकिन अगर आप पूछेंगे कि एक ऐसा मेडिसिन बता दो जो खा के सारे सोल्यूशन नहीं है, क्योंकि हर रात हर दिन नया नया आता है.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर.
Miss Pallavi was trying to ask something. If you want, please.
Sir, what is Octave?
Again, please.
You can type the question in the chat box.
Hello, sir. As I have a question, as you said about spyware. but I had a question like, what are the signs or how can I identify spyware in my mobile phone and how to prevent?
Spyware, see, if you see that some unwanted activities are happening, for example, so many of advertisements are coming which are related to your recent searches. That means there are some activities, there are some systems which are trying to follow your browser activities. So आप spyware, anti spyware available है market में. Some of the anti spywares will be free, some of them you have to pay some charges for the same. So you install them and you can keep yourself safe and secure. ठीक है. कभी सडनली आप देखोगे कि कोई सॉफ्टवेयर आपने ऑन नहीं किया लेकिन वो खुद के तरफ से ऑटो इग्नाइट हो रहा है. So you can go to your system and you can check what are the systems running at this moment. आप देखोगे कुछ एप्लीकेशंस रन हो रहा है जो आपने कभी चलाया ही नहीं, तो मतलब अंदर स्पाईवेयर क्या है? स्पाईवेयर है आपके जो एक्टिविटीज है, एक्टिविटीज को वो नोट डाउन करके वहां पे कुछ लुक्रेटिव थिंग्स डालने की कोशिश करते हैं. सपोज अगर आप गेम ज्यादा खेलते हो तो आपके वेब ब्राउजर में गेम्स के फ्री डाउनलोडेड गेम्स दिस दैट करके आएगा, तो आपने वो क्लिक कर दिया. आपको तो गेम खेलने में मजा आ रहा है लेकिन इसके पीछे कुछ अनवांटेड एक्टिविटीज हो रहा है. एनी मोर क्वेश्चन?
Thank you, sir.
Next. Any question?
Sir, how the firewall protection works?
Okay, firewall protection, there are two types of firewall, hardware firewall and software firewall. So if you install a software firewall, with that firewall, there are two types of firewalls. One is which comes embedded with your operating system. So उसका आप ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं कर सकते, उसको आप enable कर सकते हो to some level, highest level, mid level and low level. तो firewall extension क्या होगा? आपका जो operating system है वो कुछ types of activities को restrict करेगा. आप लिंक्स एंड डाउन लिंक्स, अगर आप पर्सनल फायरवॉल इंस्टॉल करते हो आपके सिस्टम में, सपोज वी हैव ए फायरवॉल व्हिच वी हैव पेड अराउंड सपोज 5 लाख रुपीस फॉर नेलिट. सो हम उसमें ये भी रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर सकते हैं कि कौन कौन से वेबसाइट इस हमारे कैंपस के अंदर चलेगा. ठीक है. और जैसे सपोज वीडियो फाइल्स अपलोडिंग एंड डाउनलोडिंग वी कैन स्टॉप इट. सो देयर आर सम रिस्ट्रिक्शंस ऑन सपोज कंपनीज क्या करते हैं, कंपनीज ये रिस्ट्रिक्ट करते हैं कि उसके सर्वर के बाहर प्रोग्राम्स ना चले जाए, तो जब भी कोई प्रोग्रामिंग फाइल्स जाएगा तो उसको वहां पे रोक देगा. ठीक है. सो दिस वे यू कैन हैव फायरवॉल्स ऑफ डिफरेंट टाइप्स. सो एज इंडिविजुअल यू कैन गो टू योर सेटिंग ऑफ दिस वन ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम and there you can keep your firewall to the highest limit, which means that it will give you highest protection as far as the operating system designer is involved. So Microsoft will take some decision based on your choice. आप बोलोगे कि नहीं मुझे हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ सिक्योरिटी दे दो, तो बहुत सारे चीजों को रेस्ट्रिक्ट कर देगा, जैसे पॉपअप ब्लॉक कर देगा या कुछ चीजें वो ब्लॉक कर देगा, इनफ्लो एंड आउटफ्लो. I think I'm clear a little bit, right?
Thank you, sir.
Anything else? Otherwise, we have to give some opportunity to Binoy to address some mobile tracking, mobile के साथ कुछ software के tracking का वो कुछ बताएगा.
Yes, sir. We can start with Binoy, sir. If any question, they can ask later also.
Yes, please.
So, Jointo sir, please.
Yes. Good evening, Binoy sir.
Evening, sir.
Okay, so I'd like to take this privilege to introduce the next speaker to the audience. The next speaker is Binoy Dash. He is working as a senior technical officer in National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology, that is NEILET Agartala. He did his MTech in Information Communication Technology from IIT Kharagpur. Sri Dash has several years of teaching, web development, as well as academic this experience, along with specially software development part. His expertise in the field of cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, secure web application development, and mobile app development, to name a few in his credit. He has vast experience in the cybersecurity awareness program with the government of Tripura as well as nationally. So I welcome you, sir, and I'd like to take the session to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jayanta, sir. Thank you, Dr. Alok Roy, sir, and the HOD of IT department and the Tripura University Administrative VC, sir, for providing us the opportunity to demonstrate something in front of all the audience, because how much we demonstrate, that much we can secure our current situation. Now, as we know, all we are dependent on online activities, all cyber security related things are there. Even the gadgets we are using, that one also we have to protect ourselves. If we are not protecting, then anytime anything may be happen. There are many cases you can find in the internet also. Even some days, I think one department, I think from one police department from other state, they very good message they shared, that sometimes even you can also find that suddenly you will get from a delivery boy, and he's asking you to provide he's asking you that you have a delivery and you have to pay the amount and provide the OTP. So if you provide the OTP, then that item will be delivered in your address and they will collect you, as this one is a cash on delivery. If cash is collected from you, then you will find that you have not ordered anything, but though it was ordered in your address and they collected the amount. So there are many ways now criminals are acting. ठीक है. Now पहले क्या था, चोरी करने के लिए बैंक में जाना पड़ता था. Now it is no need to go in the bank inside. Any person can hack your system, hack your devices, so that they can easily get the amount. अब hacking means ऐसा नहीं कि system hack करके लेगा. कभी कभी क्या होता है, in foolishness also what we are doing, we are providing our OTPs. हम OTP दे देते हैं, because banking system is secure. But hackers what they are doing, they are the middleman, the middle person who is collecting the information from us and misusing it. It may be in many ways. Okay, so here without wasting the time, I will show you few demonstration how to secure the device, and one more thing very important, how to secure our pen drive. Okay, these cases many one will face the issue that whenever you insert the pen drive in a computer system, then you will find that suddenly your files are deleted. But though if you check in my computer or this device, you will find that it occupies some space, but the file is already deleted. Okay, some person, Manish, you have any question? Manish?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please ask.
हेलो.
Yes.
जी सर.
Manish, any question?
सर मोबाइल चोरी होने से कैसे बचा है?
मोबाइल चोरी होने से
कैसे बचा है? मतलब एक बार चोरी हो गया, इसे मतलब फिर से कैसे पा सकते हैं?
अच्छा, पाने का तो बहुत चांसेस है सर. पुलिस में कंप्लेन कीजिए. देयर इज वन पोर्टल cybercrime.gov.in. you can also register in that portal and you can complain about that. If the department is tracing your mobile phone using your network or IMEI number, they can track your mobile phone. Okay, कभी कभी क्या होता है, मोबाइल गुम भी हो जाता है. Okay, so this one is another thing. What is our basic job? Our basic job is to इनिशियल जो है हमको प्रिकॉशन रहना चाहिए. वी आर नॉट डिपेंड ऑन प्रिवेंशन हमसे नहीं होगा, प्रिकॉशन रहना चाहिए. तो इससे क्या होगा, मोबाइल चोरी होने का चांसेस ही कम होगा. अगर हो जाएगा, डेफिनेटली पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट इज देयर, साइबर सेल इज देयर, they will help you to get your mobile phone. Okay, so let us come to our point. Suppose this is my pen drive. Now in my pen drive also, बोलिए, और कुछ बोलना है मनीष?
Sir, I think you continue or later they can ask question.
Okay, So so this is the pen drive. Now suppose what the thing is that if you now in case of this pen drive, if you secure your pen drive, suppose my pen drive is secure. To secure, what will happen if I insert the pen drive in any Windows device, then what will happen? Initially it will ask you to provide the password. If you are not providing the password, then immediately what will happen? It will not open your pen drive. The best advantage here is that if it is not password protected, then anytime a auto run command, which one is already available in case of pen drive also, in every device, external device, autorun.inf, that one will hit some command in your pen drive, and the virus may be infected your pen drive. And as the virus is infecting the pen drive, so what we are facing, that it is occupied space, the file is not showing, it is showing the folder is empty. Okay, now the thing is that another thing, some cases what happened, in case of this pen drive also, suppose if we insert a pen drive, suppose this is a I think international level forum where I am delivering my lecture. Now if I insert the pen drive inside of my system, okay, so let me share my screen first. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine, it is shared. Now if I insert the pen drive here, then what will happen? In some cases what happen, it is automatically opening the pen drive. लेकिन यहाँ पे पेन ड्राइव ओपन हुआ है? No, it not opened. Now यहाँ पे अगर मैं ओपन कर देता, what is inside the pen drive? Anyone can see. It may be some personal files, important files are there. But as I protected it, no one can see what is inside the pen drive. And due to that protection, it is showing that it is not accessible, access denied. Okay. So now if I want to open my pen drive, see, it is locked. The pen drive is locked. If I want to open it without password, I cannot open. So in my case also, if I have some important files, suppose in my this drive, I have some important files. Yes, so I logged it. So if suppose if I left the system without shutdown or log out, if someone trying to access my drives, they cannot access it. Okay. So now suppose you want to open it, then you have to put the password. So I'm providing the password here. It is unlocking. Okay, fine. So it is unlocked. It is unlocked. Now it is accessible. Fine. So this way, now this is locked. So how to lock it? For this is very easy pattern. You just go in control panel and click open. Then you will find BitLocker drive encryption. You will find BitLocker drive encryption. You just open it. Then you will find different drives. Suppose pen drive is there. In my case, pen drive is there. Just go there. So see, my D drive is not locked. So it is showing that BitLocker off. You have to click on turn on. Then automatically it will on that BitLocker option. Now in my case, the pen drive is on. BitLocker is on. Means it is lock pattern is there. Now suppose I want to remove the pattern lock option. Okay, मैं उल्टा बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि ऑलरेडी मैंने लॉक करके लाया, तो मैं पहले दिखाता हूँ हाउ टू अनलॉक इट, हाउ टू टर्न ऑफ BitLocker. उसको करूंगा तो मैं ऐसे will get this option. Now यहाँ पे there is one very important part here. In this case, you have to remember always. Now in case of pen drive or any drive, it may be hard disk also, you can lock anytime. You have to complete the process full 100%. You have to complete the process. There will be one option you will get here window, which one will show encrypting or decrypting. If you are planning to remove the lock option from that pen drive, you click there in the turn of BitLocker and you will get the option from here. Okay. So it is now decrypting the part. It will do the every process here. So let us stop here for this particular pen drive and let us move to our next part. So see, here it is showing. So here it is showing. If I go there, here it is showing decrypting. So pause description before removing the drive or files on the drive could be damaged. So our job is to encryption. क्या होता है? Encryption means setting a lock in a pen drive, and decryption means removing the lock from your pen drive. So यहाँ पे the process should be complete 100%. 100% complete होना चाहिए. If you are not doing the 100%, any time आपका जितना भी data है वो corrupt हो जाएगा. Okay. So now what I am doing, I am removing the lock from my pen drive. Okay. So now I think clear to you. Using this pattern, what you can do, you can lock any drive, a pen drive, or even a hard disk, external hard disk or drive inside of your computer system also. Okay. So now let us move to another topic. This is very, very important topic. I think my mobile phone is visible to you, everyone. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, if I tell you this is what is inside of my gallery, मैं open करता हूँ. क्या दिखाई दिया? What you are seeing? Gallery encrypted. Please use fingerprint or pin. So I logged my gallery. Fine. चलो. उसके बाद let us move to WhatsApp. क्या है? Again, it is locked. Now the thing is whether an unknown person can access your mobile. आपका फ्रेंड भी हो सकता है. मान लो आपका फ्रेंड साइड में बैठा है, आप मोबाइल रख के चला गया. सो सपोज योर फ्रेंड वांटेड टू नो व्हाट इज इनसाइड ऑफ योर गैलरी. आपकी जैसे आपका मान लो कोई मोबाइल चोरी हो गया है, आपका गैलरी में व्हाट्सएप में क्या है, कैसे दिखाएगा? So the process is, if your system is not, your device is not secure, then anytime anyone can access the information whatever lock you are providing here. Suppose जैसे WhatsApp में मैंने बोल दिया है, in case of WhatsApp यहाँ पे मेरा security है, in case of gallery security है, file manager जाऊंगा वहाँ पे भी security है. So how to, now the question is whether a hacker can access it, information. Yes, if it is not secure, anytime they can access it. How? देखिए यहाँ पे एक है, आपके यहाँ पे है, गूगल क्रोम में ऑन किया. गूगल क्रोम ऑन करने के बाद ये क्या सिक्योर है? वेदर दिस इज सिक्योर क्रोम? नो. व्हेन आई क्लिक्ड हियर, ऑटोमेटिकली यहाँ पे वो दिखा रहा है वेबसाइट, मतलब कुछ खुल ओपन हो गया, कुछ ओपन हो गया. नाउ इन केस इफ समवन टाइप हियर file://hd card, this word file://hd card, actually this is the code to access file in case of Android phones. Now if you are using Android phones, see, you will find all the directory of your whatever inside of your phone. आपका फोन के अंदर जो जो ड्राइव है, आपका पूरा ड्राइव यहाँ पे दिखाई दे रहा है, मतलब जो जो है. नाउ इफ यू गो DCIM, I think you know DCIM means the photo and video, whatever you are capturing from your device, it is showing here. Now if you go camera part, then in my case I deleted some, I have very limited photos here. ये आएगा यहाँ पे. See, in my case, if you see, if you are not deleting everything, you will find date wise, कब उठाया गया था, कब खींचा गया था, date modified, every details are there. Okay, every details, whatever is showing, every details you will show here. Even see that videos are also showing, videos, images, everything you will get inside of this particular camera. So see यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, as your system is not secure, मतलब आपका मोबाइल में आपने मान लीजिए रिस्टार्ट करने के बाद आप पासवर्ड देके ऑन कर रहे हैं, आप एक बार मोबाइल लॉक हो गया, अनलॉक करने के लिए सब ऑन कर रहे हैं, बट आपका जो ब्राउजर है, इफ इट इज नॉट लॉक्ड, इट मे बी गूगल क्रोम, इट मे बी Opera Mini or whatever, Mozilla Firefox, Brave, whatever you are using, if it is not secure, then anytime anyone can directly access the file this way. Okay, now suppose if I want to go in WhatsApp, you'll find my WhatsApp, it is showing. You can also check, this is the code is very simple, file://hd card, this much only you will find. Now there you will get backup, database and media. Now if you go databases, now in my case there will be two databases are showing. Okay, two databases are showing, but if you are not, I am deleting every day my database, and every day at 2 p.m. basically, sorry, 2 a.m. new database is generating. Suppose it is generating here, okay, database you are sending the whole day, it is saving here in this db.encrypt 14 format. Now, if you go in the media file, then it is very interesting. In the media folder, if you go in the media folder, it is very interesting. Whatever videos, images, audio, documents, WhatsApp documents you are getting or sending, everything is storing here. If I go images, यहाँ पे if you see यहाँ पे images are there, all the images, along with size and date, which date they forwarded, even we don't know, but all the images are showing here. So this one is आपको जिसने भेजा है और आपने जिसको भेजा है, ओके, जैसे यहाँ पे एक इमेज आया है और नाउ आपने जिसको भेजा है वहां पे देखिए it is there inside of this. If you click, it will directly open the images here. Got my point? So now document, if I go inside the document, जैसा आपको suppose you want to say क्या आप लोगों को material भेजा गया है during exam or any time, पूरा directory के साथ देखना चाहते हैं. If you search, it will take time, but if you go there, it will be very easier for you to get any document from here. आपको यहाँ पे जनरेटर मिल जाएगा, सारा मिल जाएगा, just click and open. Okay, so what is, so यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, why I am showing you, what is the main purpose of this? The main purpose of this, if your web browser is not secure, then any person जो आपका मोबाइल को एक्सेस कर पाएगा physically, they can access your system, access your files and everything from here. Even whatever you are sending in Bluetooth, that one also they can view easily. So our job is to secure our web browser, lock our web browser. अगर मैं web browser को lock कर दूंगा, then anytime anyone cannot access my file. So for this, there are many apps are available. मैं Play Store में जाके I can install different apps. Now यहाँ पे और एक very important thing I want to show you. कभी-कभी क्या होता है, देयर इज स्पाई ऐप करके होता है, स्पाई माय फोन, जहां पे क्या होगा, कोई आपका मोबाइल में अगर ऐप इंस्टॉल कर देगा, यू कैन नॉट इजीली व्यू दैट ऐप, बट दैट ऐप कैन सेंड द डेटा फ्रॉम योर मोबाइल टू अनदर लोकेशन, अनदर सिस्टम और डिवाइस. तो इसीलिए आपको क्या करना है, आपका प्ले स्टोर को भी लॉक करके रखना है, जहां से फ्रॉम लोकेशन यू इंस्टॉल द ऐप, इन द सेटिंग पार्ट एंड इन द प्ले स्टोर पार्ट यू लॉक योर ऐप. इसको आप लॉक कर दोगे तो no one can access your systems from there. Okay, no one can install any app in your system. Okay, now suppose मैंने यहाँ पे App Store अनलॉक किया है. So now in App Store, what you have to do, you have to install some software. So there are few softwares are there. Okay, just a minute, it is disconnected, just a minute. Sorry, what I did, I cleared all the apps, so I'm using one app to mirroring my system. So for this I close that app also. Sorry for this. Now suppose यहाँ पे जो है, सपोज हम लोग यहाँ पे थे प्ले स्टोर. इफ आई गो इन द प्ले स्टोर, you just type here app lock, then you will get different apps, do lock app, different app है, कोई भी एक ले लो, but always check the rating and the downloads. Do not go any app जिसका रेटिंग कम है, उससे वल्नरेबिलिटीज होगा, क्योंकि जस्ट डिजाइन किया है, उसका डाउनलोड कम है, रेटिंग खराब है, तो उसका मिसयूज भी हो सकता है. सो आवर जॉब इज टू select any good app and lock our particular app. It is very easy to lock the app. If you install any app, after installation आप लोग क्या है, आप after installation आप लोग वहाँ को इसको ऑन कर सकते हैं. In my case, if I go, I am just showing my case here. In my case, it is there in my setting. There is one option is there, fingerprint. In fingerprint management is there. In fingerprint management, it is showing blank, but I have one password. I given the password. Now in my case, the company I'm using Lava, so they already given their app one app lock. There see all the apps I locked, but there is few app I have not locked, where this one is not locked. So it is not locked, so anyone can use from it. Yes, now this particular Chrome is locked, so no one can now access anything from my web browser. So now I can say that now it is secure. One more thing, as we have very limited time, so I'll take you 2 minutes, just 2 minutes to show you something. This one is if you open your Chrome browser, very important thing. Sometimes what happen, whatever video is you are searching on Google Chrome, the same related topics are showing in your YouTube or Facebook. So actually they are tracking you. So for this, you just go in this 3 dot button. In the 3 dot button, if you go setting, in the setting, if you go privacy and security, just go privacy and security, then do not track. बहुत सारे लोगों का क्या होगा, initially ऐसा रहता है, initially the setting is like that, आपको ऐसे दिखाई देगा, you will see like that, do not track is off. So do not track off मतलब whatever site you are going, it is tracking your activities. हमें क्या करना है, हमें इधर जाके we have to on this one. If you read this one, it is clear, writtenly clear. Do not track on का meaning होता है whatever browser your traffic you are requesting, it will not save. Google will not save your traffic. अगर ट्रैफिक सेव नहीं होगा तो YouTube में रिलेटेड वीडियोस भी नहीं आएगा, Facebook में रिलेटेड वीडियोस भी आपको ये वीडियोस या टॉपिक भी नहीं दिखाई देगा. ओके, उसके बाद करके बस उसको ऐसे छोड़ दीजिए. सेटिंग रहेगा डू नॉट शो, डू नॉट ट्रैक ऑन, मतलब मुझे ट्रैक नहीं करना, ये आपने ऑन कर दिया तो आपका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगा. I think so. That on mobile security, as time is very limited for us. Okay. Now see, I am coming back to my pen drive part. So now it is decrypted. मतलब पेन ड्राइव अभी डिक्रिप्टेड हो गया. उसका मीनिंग है अभी मेरा पेन ड्राइव को मैं यहाँ पे मैं ओपन किया. I open the pen drive here. If I insert it, then automatically it will open in front of all of you. Okay, ये open हो गया. So मुझे क्या करना है, मुझे just इसको secure करना है. तो secure करने के लिए same process, मैं pen drive में पहले अब on है, I'll select turn on BitLocker. Then few steps will come. Okay, now you have to set the password. I'm putting one password, which one is secure, as sir mentioned already in his pen drive, in his PPT, that how to secure the password, how to provide the password, secure password, and the length of the password. So I'm following all the patterns here. After following the pattern, I'm selecting next. If I select next, then we have to save one recovery key. It is very important to save the recovery key. If you forget the password, using recovery key, you can retrieve the password, that pen drive, that files. So click next, and start encryption. Now it will do encryption part, and next time it will lock the pen drive. Okay. Now, so you have to complete the 100%. You have to complete the process 100%, otherwise you cannot retrieve your all files. Okay. Now that's all from my side. If you have any queries, you can ask me.
Audience, if any query, please ask. Online audience, anyone? And few are offline. Any audience want to ask any question?
Ask question. They are not asking the question means they followed it very well. Otherwise, they are now running off time. They have to go their home early. That's why they are not asking.
Yes,
I am telling about only for our students, dear students. But definitely the question will be there. Question rahega to then you can study more, and even the main motive about this workshop and the cyber security awareness is to create the awareness so that we can secure our society. This is our main motive. Okay.
गुड इवनिंग सर।
Yes.
जैसा आपने बताया कि अभी सर सेटिंग में जाके डू नॉट ट्रैक को ऑन करना है ना सर?
हाँ सर।
यस सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर।
सर
वेरी
ऑन कर दीजिए मनीष जी, डू नॉट ट्रैक को। देखिए आपका ट्रैकिंग नहीं होगा। और एक चीज है, ऑन करने के बाद आपका हिस्ट्री डिलीट करना है। अगर हिस्ट्री नहीं डिलीट करेंगे तो पुराना हिस्ट्री से लेगा। आप बोलेंगे सर ने बोला लेकिन ट्रैक तो हो रहा है, तो पहले आप पूरा डिलीट कर दीजिए हिस्ट्री, ब्राउजिंग हिस्ट्री, देन डू नॉट ट्रैक ऑन कीजिए, तब पता चलेगा ट्रैकिंग नहीं हो रहा है।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर।
एनी क्वेश्चन?
So there is pin drop silence means they don't want to ask any question.
Yes.
So, sir, thank you very much that you have given time to us in your busy schedule.
Yes.
Thank you, Binoy sir, and thank you, Niladri sir, both of you.
Thank you very much.
Every year you are helping us with your important information talk. Thank you, sir, to both of you.
Thank you. Due to time constraint, sir. Next time, whatever sir mentioned, actually we are working together. Sir PPT I am demonstrating. Even sir mentioned about that HTTPS and HTTP. So using some tools also we can crack down. If the same portal you are using in HTTP, then we can crack down user ID and password. But if you are using HTTPS, then it is not possible to retrieve the user ID and password.
So we got one question. Rishabh Kanti Prasad is asking, can you please tell us about cookies related privacy?
Cookies related privacy means there are now if you search many websites, most of the websites now they want to set some cookies in their in different means in your systems to track you or you can say they want to set some setting in their pages also, cookies or session for session purposes, downloading the session purposes. So we have to first check about the site, what site we are going, what site we are accessing. If it is genuine, definitely we accept the cookies of that particular site. Sir, Alok sir.
Okay, sir. So sir, thank you again, sir, for being with us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So we'll close for today.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So audience, I am sharing attendance link. Please be with us for just 2 minutes.